So hello everyone. Today we will see what is Hibernate Mapping Association. Hibernate Mapping Association means when two or more tables make relationship with each other, and how that relationship is stored in the database, that is known as Hibernate Mapping. And today we'll see what is one-to-one mapping. In one-to-one mapping, take car and engine. One car can have one engine, and one engine can belongs to one car. That is known as one-to-one relationship. So there will be two entity. One will be the car, and other will be the engine. And we are seeing now the car. So in the car, in order to make a car entity, or in order to create a table of the car in the database, you have to annotate that class with that entity. So I have annotated with other entity, and you have to make a primary key to uniquely identify each car. So at the rate ID and at the rate generator value, generation type identity means increment each primary key with one. Okay, so this is private int ID and string name. So we do not have to provide the ID manually. So Hibernate will provide that. Okay, so one-to-one. You have to annotate the class with one-to-one mapping. So car is the parent. So I will annotate this one-to-one. And cascade time means when we perform operation on car like save, the engine will also be saved because cascade type is also when you perform operation on car or parent, then it will also be applied on the child. And we have join column to give the name to the foreign key which will be present in the car table. So car table will have the foreign key which is primary key of the engine. Uh, I've given it the name engine ID. So there is a engine reference present here. So and we have also given the getter and setters for the variables. And now see the engine car here oh, 1 minute. Here in engine car, here engine card we have other identity for same and the generator value for primary key. Okay, so we also use the one-to-one mapping because this is bi-directional mapping. So engine will also know that car and car will also know the engine because this is bi-directional. So we have to map that. So I use map that mapped by because I do not want to create the third one more foreign key in engine to establish the relationship. So I have used map.die. It will avoid the creation of another foreign key. So I have given it the engine which is the reference present in the car. Here is the reference of that is engine name is present in the car. I have given it map by the engine. So it will tell the Hibernate that do not create another foreign key. Take the reference of the engine which is in the car and mapped it with it. Okay, so here is are the getter and setter. Now if you have to perform the save operations, so what you have to do, you create the entity manager factory. Okay, and then using entity manager factory you have to create entity manager. Okay, so then you have to create the object. So I created the object and I have set the name of the car is BMW. Okay, then I've created engine and I have set the engine type V8. Now you have to set the engine inside the car. Okay, because car have the variable of the engine, so you have to set the engine inside the car. Here I have the car dot set engine in setter. So I have passed the same engine reference here. Okay, then I have to set the engine because engine also knows the car. So I will also set the car. Okay, now into the you have to begin the transaction. So I begin the transaction, and then you have to persist it. Okay, then here I am persisted it. So when you save the car, the engine will also be saved. So let us run it first. Let us see. Here Hibernate will also see here Hibernate inserted the engine and in the car both. Okay, now we will go to the mm, dat- database and see that. Okay, what was that? One to one. Here is this one-to-one by one-to-one by direction. Okay, let's see. Okay, 1 minute. I have to refresh it. has happened here? One to one. Okay, the different table. One to one by. Where is that table? One to one by direction. Okay, this is actually the table. Okay, how you can identify that? Because here in the look in persistent.xml file, it will contain all the properties and configuration regarding that particular project. So here I have given the name of the database. Here is the one to one by direction. This will be the same database that the application will be connected to. Okay, and let us see then. So here will be the table. Let us see. So here is the primary key and the name of the car, and the car will also have the foreign key, which is the primary key of the engine, which is one. Okay, so now I see the engine. So this is primary key, and this is the V8 engine. Okay, now it's successfully working. Now let us say now let us say the read. So you can read, you can fetch the value using find method. So you take the car class name and primary key, so it will fetch. And using car, you can get the name of the car, and using car, you can also get the type of the engine using car dot get engine dot get type. So because the reference of engine is also present in the car, now you can say that. So here is BMW is the name of the car and the type is V8. Okay. And now let us see update how you can update. So you have to just run the find query, the car you want to update or engine. So you have to run the find query. Using that you can set. So this now is in persistent state. Any change that you will make will also reflect in the database. So car dot set name, if you set it to OD, and car dot get type, now you're setting the engine too. You can also set the engine. So now this will be updated from BMW to Audi and vice versa. And let us see here what will happen. V6 has been updated. Now car will also be updated. Now it is set to Audi. Okay. Now let us see how you can delete the car. Now if first let us see how can you can delete the engine. Only the engine will be deleted. Okay. No car will not be deleted here. So let us see how you can do that. First you have to find the car. Okay, because you cannot directly delete the engine because the reference of engine is also present inside the car. So and the foreign key point to the same engine. So if you delete the engine directly using remove method, then it will throw the foreign key violation because the foreign key is also present in the uh, car table, which is primary key. So you cannot directly delete. You have to set the null. You have to first break the relationship. So using car, you have to find the car, okay, that you want to set null. Then engine, you have to in the same car reference, you have to find the engine. So car dot get engine will give you the engine. Then car dot set engine, you have to set the engine null. Engine dot set car, you have to set the null. Now you can delete the engine. Now the engine will delete it, but car will not be deleted. Only engine will be deleted. Okay. Now let us see. Okay, the delete query has been fired. Now let us see. Car, now the engine has become null. Now if you see the engine has been deleted, but car was not deleted. Now let us see how can you delete the car. You can delete simply delete the car using remove method because car is the parent type. If you delete the car, the engine will also be deleted, but engine is already been deleted. So you can directly delete the car. For car, you do not need to break the relationship. Okay, because we also use the cascade type. All means if you perform the any operation or delete or save operation on parent, then it will also reflect on the child. Okay, now where is that? Now you can delete the car. Now you can delete the car. Here, the car deletion has been successful. Now let us see. Because engine is already been deleted. Now see car has also been deleted. So this is one-to-one relationship when one entity has been mapped to another entity. Okay. Now let us see what is one-to-many relationship. You know, one-to-many means one entity is mapped to many child entities. Okay. So let us see what is that one-to-many. I have taken example of bank and account. Let's see bank. So bank is the parent class, okay? So we have marked it with an entity and we have also provided the primary key to uniquely identify the bank and we used at the rate one to many, okay, to denote the relationship. So I use mapped by because the foreign key will not be present in the bank, it will be present in the account table. Okay, so but the reference a bank is in the account table, so do not so Hibernate will see okay this entity is mapped to the account and it uses bank as the mapped by value. Okay, so it will go to the account table and you will see this bank here, so it will map it to the bank. Let us see then. Then I use cascade type. All means if we perform operations on the bank, then it will also be performed on the child, which is account. So you are orphan removal. We will see what it is. It is that if you delete the or set the value null in the bank, then the account will automatically be deleted. Okay, you have to not set the null like previously we have see that when we deleting the engine, we have to set the car first null and then engine null. Okay, so we do not have to do that using that orphan removable means if you set the matlab you set the value null inside the bank of a particular account, then the happen will see oh now the particular account has become orphan, so Hibernate will delete that account itself. Oh, okay, let us see. We'll see that. Then you have one to many. मतलब many account belong to one bank, so we cannot use a single reference. We have to use the list. Okay, so we have the list of account. So in this way one bank can have many accounts. So we have getter and setter. Now see the account in the account it has the foreign key. Okay, it has the foreign key and at the join column we have given the name which is bank ID, which is the primary key of bank. And here in in account table, it is inverse relationship because it is many to one. मतलब many account belongs to one bank. So we have given here many to one. Okay. Now we have getter and setters, and let us see how to perform operations. So first we will see how to save. So first we have to entity manager factory. You have to create the object. Then entity manager you have to get the entity manager. Okay, now you have to create the object of bank. Now set it to HDFC. Now account. Now set the type saving and balance. And now you have to set the reference of bank inside account. So I have set the bank. Now you created account two. It is current 12,000. Now you have to set the bank two in the account two also. So I have set that. Now you have to set the bank you have to set the account inside the bank. So bank.get account dot add A1 A2 you have set that because this is a bi-directional mapping. So each entity knows each other because of the reference. So you have to set the reference of each other entity to in each other. Okay. Now you have to persist if we persist the bank because bank is a parent. The child will also be persisted. You have to not persist it again. Okay. Now let us see that. So it has persisted that. Now let us see that in one to one, one to many. in OneToMany. Where is that? Here it is. In the table. Now I have to refresh that. The two tables have been created. One is account and another is bank. Now let us see the value. Just first from the bank. So there is the bank primary key and the name of the bank is HDFC. Now you will see the account. Now we have given the two records to the account. Now it's the primary key one, two. The balance is that, and one is saving, another is current, and the bank is same for both the account. Okay, it is which are primary key and one. So it has successfully been saved. Now let us perform another operation. Now let us fetch. Here I'm fetching bank. Using bank, I'm getting bank name and bank dot get account will give me the list of account. So using for each method, I'm iterating over that and I'm printing each one's where type and balance. Okay, now let us see that. Now the bank name is HDFC. Now I will fire another query to get the account. So the account is saving first, and then balance is that, and then the second one is current, and the balance is that. Okay. So this is successfully been seen. Now let us see how to update. Now using bank, you can get the particular bank that you want to update. Now even bank, you can set the bank. Now the bank from HDFC will it will be set to ICICI. Okay. Now let us see that. Okay. Now let us see from here using bank. And similarly, you can do same for the account. Okay. Now you can find the account using the find method, and now this is set to ICC, and you can update the account to here. You have to give the account dot class. Okay. Now you have to give the account, and you can do the same thing. Now let us see how to. Now we have seen the page update here. Now it's delete. So you have if you want to delete the one account. So if you because we have used the orphan. Now if you remove the particular account from a bank, then it will become orphan. So Hibernate will delete that record too. Okay, the bank will not be deleted, only the record will be deleted. So using bank, we find the bank. Okay, the bank which particular record we want to delete or the account that we want to delete. So bank dot get account dot remove zero. At the zero position, I'm removing that. So the first account will be removed. Which account? The first primary key account will be removed. Let's see that. Here the this account will be removed. Saving 5,000 will be removed. Let us run that. If you not use that, then you need to particularly set the null. Well, we have to set the null because I will use that. So no need to set that null. Now let's see the first account has been deleted. Okay. Now, if you want to delete the bank, it is very easy because you have used cascade type when we perform operation on the bank, which is parent, the child entity will also be deleted. So using you have find the bank and using bank because we have found the bank using bank, I'm removing the bank. Will remove the bank. The bank will be removed, and the account associated with that will also be removed. Okay, so bank will be removed, and account will also be removed. Let's see then. Account has been also removed. We removed the bank, but account is also been removed. Let us see in the bank. Bank is also removed. So this is Hibernate one to many, or you can also say this is same. It is also same for the many to one. Okay, from account side, it is many to one because many account can belongs to one bank, and from a bank side, it is one to many because one bank can have many accounts. Okay, thank you everyone.